Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, to be exact. In the last episode, I don't quite remember, I think it was the one where we got 100 Conjuration, right? Master of Conjuration, was that what the last one was called? It's been a little bit since I've recorded this, so I am not exactly sure. However, I am very excited to play this record this one is what I mean, because we are going to be moving in an entirely different direction now that we are a Master of Conjuration and a Master of Illusion. Well, we have to become masters of all of the other schools of magic, don't we? Or else, what's the point? That's pretty much the main goal of the Let's Play, really. Well, to achieve ultimate power and to also become a master of each school of magic. So, let's go into skills and take a look at where we are at. So Alchemy, I'm not sure if we're going to be maxing Alchemy or not. It is in the Thief tree, I think, although someone was saying like the one at the end is always something that's related to two trees. So we have Alchemy for Thief and for Mage. I've already explained this, so I'm not going to go through it again. But yes, so we have Alchemy. We might be doing that. That's just going to be a straight up either exploit or just pure grind that'll probably do off camera, because Alchemy, I think, is the worst skill in the entire game to level up. I was looking online, and yes, indeed, it even seems like it's the worst. Not just me thinking that, it's actually the skill that takes the longest. Apparently, you need to buy wheat and a giant's toe and just constantly make that potion over and over and over, and each one costs like 100 gold to make, but then you can sell the potions, etc. So we have 100 Illusion, we are done with that. We have 100 Conjuration, we are done with that. Destruction takes forever, but when we get Destruction to 65, which is in 3 levels, we can purchase Incinerate, which will be an upgrade to Fireball, and then apparently your skills start leveling up much faster. So actually, you know what? We have a bunch of money. If I could go ahead and find Feralda, she should be able to train me up to 65, right? That's only 3 levels. I believe we have leveled up. If not, we're close to level 36. So she should be in the Hall of Countenance, by the way, what I meant was, by the way, and hold on, let's wait like 12 hours so that everyone appears in here. By the way, someone informed me that the Hall of Countenance usually means, oh boy, I forgot the definition now. It's like something like to believe that something is possible or something. So it basically sounds like they named it after like opening up your mind. So there's Feralda.
Tolfdir is Master Wizard. Certainly didn't anticipate that.
I'd like training in destruction magic.
I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge.
Okay, and here we go. We do have 5 levels. By the way, just to explain this again, you can only train any skill 5 levels a level. So since we're 35, we can only, train 2 levels of sneak, maybe go train 2 levels of destruction, 1 level of illusion or something like that. You can only do 5 per level, but this is perfect. So it costs around 2,000 gold, which is a bit costly. I never like buying training, but in this case, it just makes sense. So we're going to buy 1, 2, 3. And that's also going to give us a level up 2. And now we're at about 27,000 gold, and destruction is 65, which means, what have you got for sale?
So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
Which means we should be able to now buy something called Incinerate, I believe. Yes, Spell Tome Incinerate. I really don't like how it doesn't tell you what level the spell is. I mean, you have to sort of tell by how much the books cost, but that's bad, especially because I believe they tell you in like Morrowind and Oblivion. Anyways, Spell Tome Incinerate, a blast of fire that does 90 points of damage. Targets on fire take extra damage. We're going to go ahead and buy that, and then there's also some other ones that we can buy now. I forget exactly what they are. They might, there's an ice one, Icy Spear, and then of course there's a shock one. Or there should be, but we're not really concerning with ourselves with that anyways. So, okay, so we're going to go to books, and we're going to go to Incinerate, and now we know that. Now we are going to go to Destruction, Unfavorite Fireball, and Favorite Incinerate, and then equip that. Okay, we also have a level up. Let's go ahead and do that. Damn it, I always forget to put the points into... Okay, so I think we were doing... Yeah, we're just going to keep going Magicka. We don't really need that much health. We don't really need that much stamina, so I'm just going to pump some more points into Magicka. Okay. So, as I was saying, as far as destruction, now we have 65. Now we can start leveling up that faster, much faster, apparently. For restoration, what we apparently want to do, healing, ironically, is the, like, slowest way to raise your healing, which doesn't make any sense. What you want to do is get, like, a turn undead spell, so we have to find that one chick that's like, restoration is a viable form of magic, right? Please give me validation that it is, please, please. So we have to find her and buy, like, a turn undead spell if we don't already have it, and then anytime we see, like, a Draugr, we'll just sort of use that. It sounds like something I'm going to have to spam off screen. But that's for restoration. And then alteration, we want stone flesh if we don't have that already, and cast that before every battle. So we're going to be working on alteration from now on. And then we have enchanting, which apparently the easiest way is to get the banish enchantment, which I believe we already have, and then buy a bunch of iron daggers and constantly put that banish thing on them, and then just sell them, and constantly make them and sell them, and then that also will raise up smithing. So that's pretty much the roadmap here. Now we have a perk to increase, and now that we have 65 destruction, we might be able to do something here. Or maybe not, because it looks like all we have is augmented shock and frost. I think we're going to be sticking to fire, because Adranok likes burning people alive. And even if we do get these, all we're going to get is access to these high-level perks for each of these. And I don't really want that. So let's take a look up here. Expert destruction, we need 75, and then master destruction, we need 100. So I guess we'll just wait for that, because I don't think there's anything else that we can really get at the moment, unless we can put something into enchanting. And we were going to need to go up to a tree, and I think we were going towards the left, weren't we? Because the right is like a bunch of soul gem stuff that sucks. So yeah, I think, we'll just go ahead. Do we want to save the points for... do we want to put this into this? It's not going to help us out too much. Yeah, let's just save the points for now. Alright, so we need to find some other people. We need to find Tolfdir to get that. Well, actually, we can just take a look and see if we have any of that stuff. Do we have stone flesh? Oh, we do have stone flesh. Wonderful. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and unfavorite telekinesis, because I think casting stone flesh works a lot better, or detect life. We'll also try that. We'll go to Whiterun in this episode, and we'll try casting detect life and see if that really does increase our alteration by quite a bit. And then we also need turn undead, which we do not have in healing. So I need to find that one chick, and I don't know where she's going to be. And it looks like Feralda is the only one here. Did we just get lucky? Let's wait another hour. Actually, I think we want to wait till like 6. Okay, more people are showing up. There's Feralda. Who are you? Drevis, no thanks. Anybody in here? No. Anybody in here? No. Okay, where are they at? Come on. What time do I need to wait to? 8? Where is everybody? I'm the damn Archmage. Okay, let's go up here. They should be willing to answer every beck and call that I have. Totally. Oh, there you are.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't... Why are my research materials constantly disappearing?
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
Okay, so we're looking for turn undead. Turn lesser undead. That's going to have to work, I guess. Undead up to level 6. Flee for 30 seconds. Alright, that's going to, like I just said, have to work. So let's go into books, learn that, and go into magic, go into restoration, and favorite that. Undead up to level 6. Flee for 30 seconds. So we're just going to have to remember to A, cast stone flesh before every fight. B, cast turn undead whenever we see Draugr, or any undead basically. And then C, what was C? Oh, constantly cast incinerate. Alright, so now we're gonna go to Whiterun and see if casting detect life, see how much that raises our alteration, because apparently that's big, but I did not see that when I was looking up how to grind out these skills. Okay, our vampire blood boils in the sunlight, but that's quite alright. Let's head into the middle of town, where there are indeed a lot of people, so this would be a perfect opportunity to use this. Also, let's take a look at skills and see what our alteration is right now. It's at 32, and let's go into magic, let's go into alteration, and let's cast detect life with both hands. Yeah, that didn't do anything, so whoever said that is either wrong or a liar, because that just drained our whole We'll give it one more shot. Yeah, we'll give it one more shot. And a lot of people have been telling me stuff about being a vampire, and I'll go over that in a second. Yeah, okay. That doesn't seem to increase it that fast. Alright, so as we travel to Riverwood, because this is basically just a I mean, we're going to probably be doing some more stuff in this episode, but we're getting back on track in this episode. So I'm going to go into the house and do all that sort of stuff. But as far as the vampire information, a lot of people were telling me, because I was complaining constantly about being a vampire and the negatives of being a vampire, because there's quite a few and they quite suck. The thing is, Adronach wants ultimate power, so he's going to deal with the negatives. And the reason, by the way, that our stamina or our magicka regenerates is because, as a bunch of people were telling me, the Archmage robes, just having magicka regen sort of makes that go away, even though our stamina and our health do not regenerate. Our magicka does, so that's kind of nice. We'll just try to do everything at night, basically. You'll notice, like, in the Dawnguard DLC, you're dealing a lot with the Soul Cairn, and so you're, like, automatically all the time in night or in a location or whatever you want to call it. So first things first, let's grab these arrows and let's grab all of these alchemical ingredients. And if this is the first time you're seeing me mess around with this room, basically what we're doing here is we are just going to disenchant everything that we have, make any potions that we can, put all of our unique stuff into this chest, grab all of the stuff that respawns in this room, like the gold and the alchemical ingredients and the arrows, and then drop everything in the river of Riverwood, which acts as my trash can, and also sell anything that we can to Lucan Valerius, or Lucan, whatever his name is. So first things first, we're going to go into the Arcane Enchanter and disenchant anything that we have. Unfortunately, yet again, we have nothing. But what we do have is a bunch of enchantments. Now, do we have the Banish? Actually, I'm not seeing Banish. Do we not have Banish? Really? Wow. How is that possible? I swear, I have definitely disenchanted some Banish. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. It's called something else, and I'm just not noticing. But I think it was called literally the Banish enchantment. So that's weird. Okay, well, we're gonna have to take a look for that. I was gonna enchant some things, but I guess we'll just wait until we get that, until we find something with the Banish enchantment, which I'll have to look at, keep an eye out for. All right, now we're gonna go into ingredients and go down our list and try everything we have not tried, which includes the bee. Yum, which includes the beehive husk. I like the bee better. Barrett's ashes. This looks unique. And this... Oh, this is from the Dawnguard. Okay, so we're not going to use that. We're going to save that, actually. The blue dartwing. Yum. I just love eating bugs. It tastes so good. Briarheart. Great. Let's see what else we got. Chicken's egg. Delicious. Okay. Elf's ear. Great. Man, there's a lot of stuff here. That's interesting because we've already tried most of this stuff. Hawk feathers. Hissed carp. Okay, what else we got? Anything else? Oh, Silverside perch. Yum, probably because we started the new DLC. Okay, that's everything. Now we're going to go into the alchemy lab and just create things willy-nilly, basically, because until we start trying to level this up legitimately with you know, giant's toes and wheat, I don't think it matters too much. So we're just going to create a bunch of stuff, basically, and hope that it's at a decent level of value, unlike this one. And yes, there's a much better way that I could be doing this. I am fully aware. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes, I know. There's a much better way that we could do. Oh, we got to make sure not to use that one... that one unique ingredient that we have, because I want to save that. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. You can look at our bottom right, the alchemy, and how slow it grows. And I know I've mentioned this a billion times, but it's disgusting how slow they make this. But at least we're discovering a whole bunch of new effects here. New combinations of effects. Okay, and I'm trying to do this smart too. So let's creep cluster and whitecap. Let's go with this and this. This and this. Boom, boom. Okay. Okay, yeah, we're discovering a lot of effects at least. And we got 2 alchemy increases out of that. We got a little bit more to do here. I know this is excellent gameplay, and you guys are very, very, very interested in this. I know it's extremely interesting. See, we could have used the giant's toe and wheat, but I didn't realize we had both. Okay, and that should be it, right? Yes, indeed. So we almost got 3 levels up of alchemy, which sucks. It's terrible. It's garbage, and I don't even know why I do it at this point. Let's go over here to this chest and go down the list and put everything that's unique inside of here. So not unique, not unique, not unique. Unique! Goodbye. Not unique. Do I want... Oh, I was going to see if I could disenchant that, which we can't. So not unique, 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 not unique. And you, and you, and you. And you. Goodbye, Mason Moloch Ball. Not unique, not unique, not unique, not unique. Okay, apparel. Let's see what we got. Amulet of Articulation. I think this is good to hold. This is one of those items that's good to hold just in case we really need to. Yeah, persuade checks and dialogue will almost always succeed. So yeah, we definitely want to keep that. Not unique, not unique. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, this stuff's unique, obviously. In you go. Illiste's ring. In you go. No, no. Linway's armor. In you go. Mordecai, we're keeping that. Nope, nope. Nightingale stuff. Novice robes. Ring of major archery. Ring of minor destruction. Scaled helmet. And vampire royal armor. I'm not sure if this one's unique or not. We're going to put it in there just in case. Let's see if we have any unique potions. Sometimes you do. It's very rare. But we shall see. And also a bunch of people were saying to use potions of blood to feed too. But we're not going to be feeding. We're not going to be using potions of blood. Nope. We are going to be dealing with the consequences, basically. Okay, looks like we have no unique potions, which is not... Oh, actually we do. Red water skooma, and that's why we look. And sleeping tree sap. And soul husk extract. Let's just put one in there. Okay, as far as scrolls, none of these should be unique. As far as food, nope. As far as ingredients, we should have Barrett's ashes, which we're going to store. Everything else should be fine. I think that's like the only instance of a unique ingredient that I've seen. Okay, we're going to put everything. Effects of the Elder Scrolls is not unique. I found that out. We're not going to be able to put that in there. Journal fragment, Merchant's Journal, note to Rorlak, notes on Dim Hollow Crypt, Nystrom's Journal. Yep, okay. Rors's letter. Nope. Okay, the Ethereum Wars is not unique. Timely Offer, Valerica's Journal, Vampire's Note, Venaris Vulpin's Journal, Venaris Vulpin's Research, and Warning. All right. Can't store keys. As far as miscellaneous, let's see what we got. Tumen Sphere? No. Bee in a Jar? In you go. Let's see. Blank Lexicon? No. Okay, Corundum Ingots. Corundum Ore. Ebony Ore. Okay, we want to keep all the rubies and sapphires. Gold ingots, in you go. Gold ore. Iron ingots. Okay, moonstone. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because I'm going to sound stupid. In you go. I don't think we can do anything with this. So in you go. 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 Soul gem fragments we just want to drop. Got a bunch of stones of Berenzia, which we're going to save as well, I think, even though they do weigh 0.5, which is a little bit more than I'd like, because that's 1, that's 3, and that's 3.5. That's not a lot of weight. And I was probably wrong there. All right, so there we are done. And now we just have a bunch of other stuff that we want to drop, and then sell to Lucan Valerius. We're going to close the door. We're going to go through here. I am not... Well, you know what? You guys might as well see the entire process. You guys have already watched up to this point. Why not just see the entire thing? Am I right? Like I said, this episode is going to be just mainly a getting back on track episode. So is my stuff still down here? Yep. Look at all this stuff. Okay. All right, so now what we do is we go into weapons. And I think we're going to keep the crossbow. We're going to drop that. We're going to keep all of the arrows because they don't weigh anything, and it's just nice to have in case we ever want to use bows. Okay. Oh, I should have sold some things first. We'll sell the jewels because he's not even going to be able to buy half the stuff that I have to sell. Okay, as far as apparel, goodbye. Goodbye. I know all of you are probably cringing hard that we're selling all this stuff, but honestly, it's not going to matter. Just trust me, it's not going to matter. It'll all be all right. It'll all be all right. Look at all of these highly enchanted things that I'm just dropping willy-nilly. Jeez, right? Wait, we still have the gold or ammo. Okay, yes. Okay, in you go, in you go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And bye-bye. Alright, we got a lot of potions to drop. Okay, water breathing we want to keep. We're not going to use the poisons either. Filter of the warrior. Nope. Poison. Any poisons we're just going to drop. Trying to concentrate here and really look at what I'm dropping. Potion of blood. That's not unique. We'll only keep 5 potions of cure disease because we're not really going to have to use that too much. Okay, that's good. In you go. 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 Potion of healing, good. Potion of magicka, good. Potion of minor healing, good. Minor magicka, plentiful healing, plentiful magicka. Nope, don't need regeneration and don't need resist anything. Okay, restore health is good. Restore magic is good. Restore stamina, don't need. Potion of ultimate magic, yes. Vigorous healing, vigorous magicka, water breathing, and soul husk extract, which was this 25 interrupts it. Yeah, that sucks. There's no point to have that. All right, scrolls. Let's see. We want to keep Jazargos because it's quest related, and everything else as long as it's 500. Okay, good. Food. Want to save the soul husks, obviously. We want to save all of the ingredients. We want to drop the Ethereum Wars, even though we can't. We want to drop Muffle, and we want to drop the effects of the Elder Scrolls. And was there anything? Yes, there definitely was in miscellaneous. We have a whole bunch of jewels, but we want to drop the fragments. In you go. And there we go. Okay, that took a while, but it needed to be done. Most of you say that you want to see everything, so there you go. And last thing that we need to do is go to the Riverwood Trader and sell some things to Lucad. Hey, buddy.
Thank you. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Okay, so was there any weapons, apparel, potions, scrolls? Yeah, we might as well. Let's just go with the scrolls and sell the stuff that we really do not need. Detect life, no thanks. Firestorm, that could come in handy. This stuff is garbage though. And mass paralysis is awesome, and mayhem is awesome. Okay, now Lucan has 0 gold, and now we can finally do something. We have less than 8 minutes left to go in this episode, but we are done. Still in the cabbage card, Alvor. Okay, so your vampire blood boils in the sunlight.
Yes.
Like I was saying, we're just gonna deal with that sort of thing, and we're gonna try and only do things at night. We're gonna pretty much roleplay as a vampire because that's what we are. You know what? I'm gonna finish these 2 just because I have them and they're annoying the crap out of me. And this episode is sort of just up in the air with, like I said, for the 3rd time, getting everything on track. So yeah, we're just going to clear some stuff up. In the next episode, we will use everything that we've just done, basically, and everything that we've just acquired as our newfound powers, and it'll be awesome, hopefully. All right, so let's go ahead and clear these 2 quests out. The reason that I still have these, in case you didn't know, is because I want to do the Thieves Guild, where, like, you have to do, like, around 200 miscellaneous jobs, or 150 or something like that. Oh, geez, really? Master Lock, huh? Well, at least we can increase our... this might be doable. Okay, hold on. Wow! Okay, that was not that difficult whatsoever. Hopefully there's nobody inside here, but they're definitely going to be, I would imagine. So probably, let's grab invisibility, right? Still can't dual cast it. And still can't cast those conjuration spells, but oh well. Alright. Thank you. I said thank you. What did I... Wait a second. Okay, it's literally not letting me take this. Oh boy. Oh boy, do we have a bugged quest on our hands? If we walk back out... Maybe it's because we activated invisibility? Yeah, I'm literally tapping A on this. And you can see it's activating something because it's taking invisibility off. But it is not letting me take that, that jeweled flagon. But it doesn't appear like anyone's in here. That has to be a bug. There's no other reason that would be happening. Okay, so let's go back in here. Oh, wow. Is this just going to be... Well, at least we're playing on PC, so now we can clear it up with the console, I guess, if we have to. Yep, it's not letting me take that. Okay, that's the first bug of that sort that I have ever encountered. Sweet. Great. I wonder if anyone has any experience with that, because I definitely do not. Okay. Oh, it says ornate drinking horn, and that was a jeweled flagon. I wonder if that's why. Oh, you know, we can just quit that job, I just realized. Oh, we could quit both of these jobs. Oh well, let's just... Might as well finish them, right? But at least we can quit the other one. Yeah, that was interesting. I have never run into that bug before. But it sounds like it's because it said to grab the ornate drinking horn. But that was a jeweled flagon. Not the same item. You know what I mean? Okay, how's it going, folks? This time I am not going to grab the death bells that are actually owned. And I'm just going to come up here and whoop. There we go.
Your skin's as pale as the snow.
I'm really insecure about my pale skin. Please do not say that my skin is as pale as the snow. That's not a nice thing. Not a nice thing to say. What? You cannot fast travel? What? A dragon? What? We got a dragon?
I bet you've had plenty of adventures.
I hear it. I don't want to fight it, though. There we go. Yep, do not want to fight a dragon in the sunlight as a vampire. As fun as that sounds, no thanks, buddy. No thanks. Alright, so we're going to return to Delvin, and we're probably going to get started on the quest that we have for the Dawn Guard. And, yeah, that's the plan of action. So down we go. Okay, how's it going, boys? Yep, I'm your guild leader. Remember me? I haven't been here in a while. I've been, you know, some other things are on my plate. Dealing with vampires, dealing with Dawn Guard, vampire hunters. I mean, you know how it goes, right, guys? Sorry I can't always be there. Hey, what's up, Delvin?
Always a pleasure, boss. Toast.
No. Not the special Windhelm job. I finished that a long time ago.
When you
Okay.
Guild,
Complete the numbers
they
job.
noticed you was gone. Got your share of the spoils right here, boss.
I want to quit that burglary
I'll get
job.
someone else to take it.
Oh, that's cool. I never realized that.
Trying to get your hands dirty.
Okay, I was just about to say they start talking to you nicely when you cancel the quest because now you're the guild leader. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Seeking Disclosure is the DLC that we're doing, the Dawn Guard DLC quest, and everything else here is completely unrelated for the most part. I think we'll just go ahead and get back on track with this and try out our newfound powers. In order to locate Oriel's bow, the Moth Priest, Dexian, indicated that 2 other Elder Scrolls would be required. The first scroll foretells the interactions of the dragons with the history of Nirn. The second foreshadows the defiance of the gods with the blood of mortals. And that's it. There's no quest marker. Find the Elder Scroll dragon? Well, where... Is it literally not giving me... Do we have to go back? I think we have to go back to Castle Volkihar. Wait a second. We were in the... Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't matter because there's something that I want to do. Oh, this guy again. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, let's try our incinerate. The last time this guy spawned... Oh, wow. I don't even have enough to... dual cast this. Okay, you see that? You see how it instantly increased? Actually, that shouldn't be that much of a big deal. Okay, this is not gonna work. Geez, we're back in fireball mode now where this is just gonna take forever. No. Okay, hold on. Do not want to die here. No thanks. Into the water. Get insta-killed, please. Come on. Whoa, what do you do? Whoa! Okay. Well, that's one of the funnier bugs, isn't it? Yeah, you enjoying your time there, bud? You having a good time, buddy? Swimming's fun, eh? Oh, what is this episode, ladies and gentlemen? Jeez.
You're a fool to fight me.
Yeah? I know, you've got some strange powers I've never seen before. What was that about being a fool to fight you? Give me that. Okay, we need to take a look at the top left and see if we have a bounty, because the last time we fought these guys, we had a bounty. And I don't want to get killed by this guy, but also we should be able to shout him off the ledge. Hello? Sir? Hello? Oh, no. And see you later, buddy. And down he goes. Right? Or did he live? Looks like he... Oh, wow. Oh my god, what is this episode, ladies and gents? I don't know. Either way, I'm going to keep moving. I'm not even going to bother with this guy. We're going to end this episode here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know what this episode was. It was just a whole bunch of, like I said, getting back on track for the 4th time. But also weird bugs. Weird bugs. Oh, by the way, one of the things that you can, pretty much the way to level up destruction is to constantly cast your stuff on Shadowmere. So we could do that right now, actually, if we have. I don't know why it always takes it off, but if we use Highborn, we can just keep casting this on Shadowmere. And it said once you get the expert level, because this is the expert level destruction spell, your destruction will start increasing much faster. So we'll end the episode after our Highborn runs out, but it's kind of unnerving that it still hasn't increased at all, and now we can only cast this like a couple times before our magic completely runs it. Wow, really? What? It's not even, well, it's kind of close, but oh my god. Okay, well, either that information was outdated or just flat out wrong, because this is still going to take 10 years to level up destruction. But actually, I just realized what he said was you want to get the enchantments that give you like 0, like your magic is free, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So you can obviously just keep casting this, but we can just wait. It's just this is taking longer than I thought. And let's take a look at where it is now. That's alright. I guess it's going a little bit faster. I don't know. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this episode, and we will continue in the next one. Bye-bye.